This eraser can erase a person's facial features. Then you can use a special pen to draw them back on. At first, Nobita received a beautiful portrait. He thought his mother was to blame for his unattractive appearance. When his mother heard this, she flew into a rage. She gave Nobita a good scolding. Doraemon heard the commotion and rushed over. Nobita explained what had happened. Doraemon took out an eraser and a pen. He used the eraser to wipe away Nobita's facial features. Then he used the pen to redraw them. But Doraemon's drawing skills were terrible. He turned Nobita into a monster. Nobita was on the verge of a breakdown when he saw his face. Luckily, he could erase it and start over. Doraemon stormed off in a huff. Nobita couldn't help but complain that Doraemon was irresponsible. Looking at his bizarre appearance, there was no way he could go out now, so he had no choice but to erase his features and redraw them. He was sure his drawing skills were better than Doraemon's. At first, Nobita was full of confidence, but unexpectedly, his drawing skills were just as terrible. Mom came over to ask Nobita for help. Nobita told her he was busy. His mom got angry and went upstairs to scold him. As soon as she opened the door, she was so startled by Nobita that she fainted. By this point, Nobita had turned into a monster, and he realized his abilities were indeed limited. So, he went out to find a classmate with good drawing skills to help him. Nobita showed his face, which had no features. The classmate was startled by the sight. Then, Nobita explained what had happened. At first, the classmate didn't want to help him. This was because Nobita had once mocked his poor drawing skills, but Nobita kept trying to win him over. Eventually, he agreed to draw for Nobita. After the drawing was finished, Nobita got ready to go home. On the way, he ran into Shizuka.
Nobita-san! ごめんなさい。人違いでした。やだな、僕だよ。のびた。なんだ、のび太さんか。私てっきり人違いよ。のび太さん？嘘だ！本当にのび太なのか？正真正銘ののび太さ。
Seeing Nobita's appearance, his friends were all stunned. Tsuneo demanded to know what was going on. Nobita showed them the face-erasing eraser. Tsuneo snatched the brush away. He grabbed the brush and started scribbling all over Nobita's face. Nobita's appearance changed instantly. Enraged, he snatched the brush back and drew a cross on Tsuneo's face. The two immediately started fighting. Jian stood by, cheering them on. Accidentally, the brush ended up hitting Jian. An enraged Jian joined the fray. Shizuka tried to speak up and stop them, but in the chaos, she got caught in the crossfire too. Shizuka slumped to the ground and burst into tears. Just then, Doraemon arrived. He tried to comfort Shizuka, but got swept up in the chaos. By the time the commotion ended, everyone's faces were covered in messy scribbles. They burst into laughter when they saw each other's faces, but now they couldn't go out in public. Doraemon suggested asking a classmate to redraw them. Then he used an eraser to wipe away their facial features. The group walked down the street like that. They went to the classmate's house to explain the situation. Unexpectedly, the classmate had injured his hand. Now he couldn't draw anymore, so everyone blamed Doraemon for the mistake.